Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Soul Deep Healing's monthly card pull for April 2024. I've been kind of quiet this year. The first quarter, I was focusing mainly on my health, on detoxing, all kinds of detox, heavy metals, full body detox, candida, all of the stuff. But today is April 1st, so hey, happy April Fool's Day. Hopefully you didn't get pranked today. And it's also the first day, not just the first day of the month, it's the first day of the second quarter, and it's also the first day of Mercury retrograde. And so regardless of how you feel about Mercury retrograde, it is the first day of that, and it will run through April 24th. April is a big month, a very big month. We have the 4/4 portal on Thursday. We also have next Monday, we have that big solar eclipse, which is going to bring with it huge changes. The energies are intense. It is, but as long as you don't fall into resistance, you'll be good, because it is, yes, it is intense energies that are coming through. We are being prepped for all of the universal happenings, solar flares, eclipses, that are going to move us forward and give us great momentum on this ascension journey. And so, like, if I had one warning, like I could just sum it all up into one warning for you, it's just be mindful not to go into resistance. Just surrender to the process. Allow yourself to just let go and trust. Trust is a huge theme this year, because it's all about 2024 is all about us. It's about healing. It's about self-reflection. It's about self-awareness. It's about getting, like, setting up all of the pieces together that will allow us to step into the truest version of us, the most authentic version of us. And we won't be able to do that unless we trust ourselves and we know, like deep down at a soul level, in ourselves, that we are safe and we can do this. And everything that is happening for our highest and best. So yeah, like, do whatever you need to do to stay away from resistance, to stay in that place of allowing, of surrender, and you will have so much forward momentum. You will make so much progress. It will literally blow your mind. Like, seriously, if there's anything that will blow your mind, it'll be how powerful this year can move us forward. But again, you know, I keep harping on the same old thing, but stay away from resistance, because that is what will put us into struggle mode. And so usually when I do these card pulls, I pull 3 cards, one for the beginning, one for the middle, and one for the end of the month. This month, well, for a couple of reasons, because number one, it's Monday, April 1st. It's the beginning of the week, beginning of the month. And because, like I said, April is so powerful energetically. I decided to break it down into I'm doing it into 4 cards, so almost one per week. So So the first card I'm going to pull is going to be from April 1st to the 8th, which is again the solar eclipse. So think of it as like pre and post eclipse. The second card is going to be from April 9th to the 16th. The second one is going to be from April 17th to the 24th. And the last one will be from the 25th to the end of the month. And for today, I'm using one of my favorite decks, which is the Denise Linn Sacred Traveler deck. All right. So let's see what we have, what the cards have in store for us. And again, this is the first card, and this is from today, basically, until through the 8th. Crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. How perfect is that? And it's a beautiful card. As always, like this deck is absolutely gorgeous. And so basically, we know that with when Mercury goes into retrograde, we're being asked to slow down. We're being asked to go inside, introspection, self-reflection. This is also true, you know, it's time for healing, for connecting, and basically connecting with yourself, mending those bridges, and releasing. But it's not, the important thing to remember for this month is that even Mercury retrograde is not this passive, sit down and just let things happen. No, this is a time, for big, massive action. So if there was ever a time when you noticed, you became aware of a pattern or a limiting belief or anything that doesn't serve you, this is the time to take action on it. This is the time to either do the work yourself or find a healer, a coach, a mentor, a guru, whatever it is that you feel you need to do that work. This isn't, you know, just because we're in Mercury retrograde doesn't mean like we just get to pull the covers over our head and wait out those 3 weeks. It's really about paying attention to the guidance that you've gotten or that you get. Again, you know, a repeating pattern, a limiting belief, or whatever. And then just like tackling it head on, taking massive action to do the healing work, the releasing work around it, so that you can start with a clean slate. And this is basically, and the cool thing is that the energies of the month are there to help you do exactly that. So this isn't the time to procrastinate. This isn't the time to say, oh gosh, you know, my to-do list is so long, I don't have time for it. No. Like this is the time that you need to make time for this stuff. And so, and in a way, we are crossing bridges. We're going like, think of the solar eclipse on the 8th as, you know, like the destination for now. This is the bridge that we're crossing, because once we go past that April 8th, we've gotten to the other side of the river, right? And so look at that. And even I know like 1 week is probably not going to be enough time to handle and release and heal and connect and do all of that work. But you need to take this time this week to put together a plan. Like, what are the things that keep coming back up for you? What are the patterns? What are the limiting beliefs? What are the fears? Make a list and start tackling them one by one. But don't just, again, don't just take a passive role um, in in that in that journey. You're actually going to be the one crossing the bridge. There is no taking a break right now. The break was that we needed to take should have been done in the first quarter. This quarter, that won't work for us. This quarter is because it's fast moving energy. And because of that, we need to go all in. This is all about taking massive action, but with awareness, with intention, knowing, not just taking massive action for the sake of taking massive actions, like regardless of what it is, but it's taking massive action, aligned action, and action that will get us to that next version of ourselves. Again, the most authentic and the truest version of ourselves. All right, so the second card, and again, the second card is going to be from April 9th to the 16th. Whoops. Let's see what that's going to tell us. Begin now. Take your first step. I guess it's a theme. So yeah, take your first step. You don't need to have all the answers. You shouldn't wait to have all the answers, because you can have, your journey is going to have a lot of twists and turns. If you set up yourself to, well, if you wait to have all of the steps in front of you, you're shooting yourself in the foot. Because number one, like I said with the previous card, you need to be taking massive action. And so if you just sit around and wait for the whole plan to come together, all of the steps, whether it's 10 steps or 100 steps, if you just wait, you're putting yourself into resistance. And putting yourself into resistance in 2024 and in April 2024 is it's going to be really painful. You're going to really struggle if this is going to be your plan. Again, to just take take action on that first step. You need to trust yourself and the universe, God, source, infinite intelligence, whatever that greater power is for you. You're going to need to trust yourself and that power to bring you the next step as you're ready for it. So if you don't work on your trust, if you have that lack of trust, that's going to also move you back into resistance. So you're adding to the challenges that you're going to face. Take your first step. The energies, the universal energies, the eclipse, the Mercury retrograde, the solar flares, all of it is working in your favor. All of it is working in your favor. And so go with that. And here's the thing. when you take your first step, you may realize that, oh, wait a minute, now that I've gone, not now that I've gone from here to here, my next step isn't what I thought it was going to be. So if you just take action on the first step, you are guaranteeing yourself that the next steps will actually be the right ones for you, because you're doing it from a place of awareness. It's one thing to visualize the whole journey, like the whole action step for yourself, but the risk that we run with that is that we we may miss any course corrections that we need to take, that we need to make, because then it just becomes this, step one, step two, step three, and we keep going through it as planned, when in fact it's not the right action for us to do. So consider this your permission to not wait for the answer, all the answers. Consider this your permission to trust yourself and trust the universe, and know without a doubt that everything is working out in your favor. And if you do that, you can't go wrong. Not this year. All right. The third card is from April 17th to the 24th. I love the sequence of these cards. Like, this is absolutely incredible. So this card is unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. I love it. Look at this. And so the first thing that I hear, the first message I get with this card is, don't be afraid. And even if you're afraid, don't let the fear stop you. Because again, everything is working in your highest and best. Everything is working out in your favor. The unknown territory is only dangerous if you allow it to be, if you go into resistance. Keep finding ways to allow. Keep finding ways to surrender. Keep finding ways to go with the flow, even if it's taking you into unknown territory. Again, this month is all about massive action, and it's all about trusting. And so when you take care, when you fully embody that trust, when you fully embody self-trust and trust in the universe and trust in the journey, that it is going to take you where you need to go. Magic will happen, miracles will happen. And I don't want to get too woo-woo out there, even though we're pulling cards, we're doing a card reading, so it is kind of woo-woo. But it really has to do with the energies of 2024. 2024, it's an 8 year in numerology. It's infinity. We have infinite possibilities. There is infinite potential for what we can do and what we can accomplish. And, you know, starting in June, we have, I did, at the end of each year, I do 5-card readings for clients. And when I was doing it this year for 2024, the energies of the third quarter, starting in June, is like, it's all about instant manifestation, right? And it's this is why, like, this is our opportunity to create exactly what we want, no matter how difficult or how challenging it has been in the past. We have an unprecedented opportunity this year to create more powerfully and faster than at any other time. It has to do with the energy of the 8. It has to do of the year 2024. It has to do with it being the year of the wood dragon. Like, all of these things are lining up in our favor. Our job is to take advantage of it. And we will not be able to take advantage of it if we passively go through the year. So play full out. It does unknown territory. It doesn't matter. You are exactly where you need to be. You are poised at a time in your life, and like, even in history, of the collective, to create absolutely amazing, mind-blowing things for yourself. But you need to stay out of resistance. You need to trust, and you need to take that massive action that will get you there. And again, unknown territory comes with fears, whatever. Release the fears. Lean into the knowledge that this is my year, and everything is always working out in my favor. And don't fall into the ego trap of, well, yeah, but I thought it was my year last year, and, you know, like, all of that ego BS. It doesn't matter. You have a clean slate this year, regardless of what's happened in the past. But you need to go all in. And to go all in, you need to trust yourself. Because you can't trust the universe if you don't first trust yourself. The way you do anything is the way you do everything. And so if you lack trust in you, you're going to lack trust in the universe. You lack trust in people around you. You lack trust in general. So take action, trust, and reap the rewards. And let's face it, we have to go into unknown territories, right? Because we're all creating something that we've never had before. That already is unknown territory. And at the end of that, at the end of that unknown territory is everything that we want. All of our goals, all of our desires, all of our dreams. And so if you want to proceed with caution, so be it, but proceed. All right, last card for the month, April 24th to the 30th. I'm sorry, April 25th to the 30th. Oops. So again, the April 25th will be the first day out of Mercury retrograde. Come on. Oh, I felt this one. In the flow, everything is smooth sailing. You guys, these cards are incredible. And plus, like, being so obsessed with Christmas, this is like, this reminds me of Christmas. Like, this is the joy, the happiness, the excitement, which is exactly what we feel when we're in the flow. Everything is smooth sailing. And again, you know, I'm going to repeat myself. As long as you keep yourself out of resistance, everything will work out in your favor and everything will be smooth sailing. Absolutely. And so the invitation here is to be intentional in noticing what's going on internally, noticing when that ego voice starts to get too loud, noticing when resistance starts to creep up, noticing anything that is taking you out of the flow. Lack of trust, deal with it, heal it, forgive if you need to, heal traumas, move your body, whatever it is that needs to happen. Get yourself out of resistance. Do whatever you need to do to shut down that ego voice, which keeps going on in the back of our mind, and it's never anything good. Or if by some chance we get a compliment from our ego, it's always followed by, but you did a great job, but you could have done better. But you didn't do enough. So we need to shut down that voice. So it's your job to do that. It's your job to catch it quickly before it gets too loud, before the resistance gets too strong, and deal with it right there and then. Like, this is the healing work. This is the releasing work that is going to require commitment and dedication and massive action, because there's no putting it off. There's no, I'll deal with it tomorrow, because tomorrow there'll be something else that you need to deal with. And so, I mean, this is, I don't know about you, but I love this reading for this month, and it's so aligned and it's so on point, because this is exactly what we're going through. And so we have the crossing bridges. Week number 2 is begin now. Week number 3 is unknown territory. And then week number 4 is the beautiful in the flow card. And when you look at it this way, it's like, it's the story of the year, like literally, and not the year, I'm sorry. It's the story of the month, with all of the happenings that are going on, with Mercury retrograde, with the portals, with the solar eclipse. And so these themes are, like, in a way, these themes can be applied for the whole year, because that is the work that we are here to do right now. This is what our soul signed up for. We're not here by accident. It's not a coincidence that you're here listening to this card pull. It's our soul made a commitment. Our soul chose this path, this journey. And in a way, everything, all the good, the bad, and the ugly that we've gone through our whole life, regardless of how old you are today, whether you're 58, right, like me, 78, 28, anything in between, it doesn't matter. What matters is we have this unique opportunity to, I mean, who doesn't want these themes to be a constant in their life? This is the all of the challenges we've ever had, all of the pain, the trauma, the negative stuff that we've ever gone through, we've ever experienced, we've ever endured, has led us to this perfect moment in time when we can switch, we can turn everything around. And a great first step to do that is letting go of resistance, shutting down the ego, trusting, and doing the work, whether it's internal work in terms of healing and releasing, or external work in relationships or your business or your career or whatever it is, your health. It doesn't matter. Because again, the way you do anything is the way you do everything. So stay in the flow. Embrace the unknown territory, because they're just getting you closer to where you actually want to go. Begin now. And just take the first step. Do the work, internal and external. And I love these cards. I really do. And so it's a perfect combination of cards for what we need in this month. And so on that note, I'm going to wish you a wonderful April, an amazing April. I would like to invite you into the Soul Deep Café, where I do personalized card pulls once or twice a month. It's a wonderful, supportive community. I'll put the link in the description. And make it a point this month to go all in. All in on you, all in on your journey, all in on your dreams, all in on your desires. And I'll see you on May 1st or in the Soul Deep Cafe. Take care, everyone.